August the 16th, butterflies. August is the best time of year to enjoy butterflies. With a little bit of searching and visiting, a variety of habitats, again upwards of half the British species list may be found in and around London. There are now some clean-cut second broods to be seen, and others are noticed because of their courtship displays. Meadow brown skippers and gatekeepers are all now common enough in areas of rough grass, as are blues and whites in gardens, and specklewoods in dapple shade. It is also a particularly good month for whites, as large, small and green-veined are all on the wing. Similarly, most of the blues are flying. That is the common, chalk-hill, holly, small and possibly even an Adonis blue, brown argus or silver-studded blue. Skippers are equally abundant, with small, large and Essex being joined by dingy, grizzled and perhaps even a silver-spotted. The larger, more colourful Vanessids, that is the peacock, painted lady, comet and red admiral, tend to get noticed in gardens as they feed on nectar-rich plants such as buddleia and sedum spectabile. It is vital in order to see these butterflies to visit a range of habitats such as, for example, Hutchinson's Bank for small heaths, oak woodland for purple hair streaks on Wimbledon Common, and commons with scrub for small coppers, for example, Mitcham Common. Most species are flying the whole month, but it is better to look for comber and ringlet early in the month, and small heath, small blue, Adonis blue, wood white and painted ladies towards the end. Some years there may be thousands of painted ladies, and in others hardly any. Other species seen earlier in the year are now looking particularly neat and tidy. These will be the newly emerged second broods of various species, such as small tortoiseshell, cabbage whites, specklewoods, dingy skippers, small heath, and some of the blues. Like moths, butterflies vary a lot. There are melanic forms of white admirals and dark green fritillaries, as well as albinos of meadow browns of gatekeepers. The markings on the wings of the second broods of both small and large whites differ considerably from those of the first. Sometimes silver-washed fritillary females exist in two different forms, whereas all the males remain identical. On occasion, these differences have been thought substantial enough to merit a subspecies, or at least a different race. London had two distinct forms of still silver-studded blue. One was abundant on the heathland, around Oxshott, and this was called the Argos race, and the other kept to chalky downs and was called the Cretaceous race. They both turn out to be the same butterfly. Graylings can also differ slightly depending whether they are seen on heathland or downland. Then there are the so-called aberrations. These are butterflies in normal healthy populations, which either have a slightly different background colour or differ slightly in the size and the shape of their markings. Different background colours can also occur in walls, gatekeepers, small coppers and green-veined whites. These differences are genetic, being carried from generation to generation. Similarly, some small and chalk-hill blues have different markings that get passed on from one generation to the next. Walls, ringlets, small heaths and meadow browns can all be found paler and discoloured if they're suffering from ill health or are diseased. More unusually, a particular pattern on a wing can be found transferred onto another wing in the wrong place. This is called homeostasis and sometimes occurs in meadow browns. The most bizarre of all are the gynandromorphs, where individual butterflies are completely sexually divided in half. In the past, these individuals were incorrectly thought to be hermaphrodites. The sexual organs may be half male and half female on a single individual, or in other cases, just have a mixture of male and female characteristics. In the case of orange-tip gynandromorphs, they have particularly celebrated patterns, and so became highly prized by collectors. All these variations and aberrations tend to be very rare, but it is worth looking out for them when the population is a very large one. In Totteridge Fields, thousands of meadow browns can usually be seen in the right weather conditions, and with some luck, the ghostly radiator aberration could possibly be found.